They call me Phoenix. They say I am an Omega-level mutant, that there is no one else like me. A power that can reduce even a being like Apocalypse to ash with a single scream. I am the Phoenix. I am the end of everything you know. But for me, the origin of this power was the beginning of a nightmare. During a space rescue mission, I was engulfed by a cosmic force while protecting my team. I absorbed all of it, thinking it was the end. But instead of dying, I was reborn, merged with the force itself. Everyone thought I was fine, but at the celebration that night, the energy inside me spiraled out of control, and I passed out on the spot. The unstable cosmic energy inside me shattered the mental walls the professor had built in my mind. A childhood memory he had locked away came flooding back. My powers had caused the car crash that took my mother's life, and my father, who I thought had also died.
Get out of my head! Charles!
Dad?
The professor's lie and the cruel truth completely broke me. Just then, the professor arrived with the X-Men. Feeling betrayed by the professor, I lost all control of my powers. I easily defeated the X-Men who tried to stop me. Tragically, when my best friend Raven tried to reach me, the fear of hurting her made me snap. And in that one moment, I accidentally took her life.
When I arrived at Professor X's hideout, the time suddenly froze. Quicksilver unleashed his powers and launched an attack on me, thinking his speed would be enough to take me down. But he underestimated me, the most powerful mutant of all. In the blink of an eye, I pinpointed Quicksilver's location. I whipped up a cloud of dust and sand, trapping him completely, then mercilessly shattered his arms and legs. Psylocke offered to help me eliminate the enemy, but the moment I let my guard down, she swung her blade at my throat. Unfortunately for her, I had already acquired the ability to heal myself. An attack like that didn't even faze me. I grabbed Psylocke by the throat, and she slowly revealed her true form. Storm was hiding in the corner, watching helplessly as I destroyed her idol. Her faith began to crumble, and she started questioning everything she believed in.
Charles! Come! Rescue your weaklings! Give your life for theirs!
As Mystique's life slipped away, Professor X came up with a plan. He pulled my consciousness into his mental realm.
You want what I have? You want to feel what I feel? Welcome to my world.
But against someone who'd lived for thousands of years, his tactics were child's play. I caught his fist mid-swing, leaving him defenseless. I sensed his physical location, and just as I was about to grab him, the two steel beams blocked my path. Magneto had arrived. He controlled the metal and launched an assault on me. Seeing this, Cyclops joined the fight too. Even so, I wasn't worried. My body withstood their attacks, while my consciousness kept hammering away at the professor. In the mental realm, he watched his teammates fall one by one, but then he suddenly said, I would never win, because they had Phoenix, the most powerful mutant on Earth. Jean summoned the Phoenix Force, instantly shattering my defenses. My consciousness was crushed by the Phoenix Force. Magneto seized the opportunity, using steel to pin down my body. Beast broke through the wall and rescued Cyclops, who immediately ripped off his visor and unleashed his optic blast on me. I knew I'd lost. I tried to open a portal to escape, but at that critical moment, the storm appeared. She summoned the power of lightning, destroying my energy portal and cutting off my escape. Jean intensified her attack, and the mighty Phoenix Force began burning through my skin. Jean released the full power of the Phoenix Force.
Always down.
Thanks. No problem. I am Iceman. I am an Omega-level mutant. My My ability to control temperature has no limits. I can rapidly drop the surrounding temperature. I can freeze the moisture in the air on the spot. I can shape it into ice walls, ice blades, or ice projectiles. In battle, I cover myself with a layer of ice armor. It boosts my defense. I can even transform into a living form of organic ice. It may look no different from regular ice, but in this state, physical damage barely matters. Even if I am shattered, I can rebuild myself with the water around me or within me. That makes me nearly immortal. People sometimes compare me with Pyro. They think fire can melt ice. On the surface, it looks like he is stronger. But when he plays with fire to impress girls, I can freeze his flames from a distance.
John.
Sorry.
There were times I wanted to beat him up for being such a reckless fool. I held back, not because I was weak or afraid. Later, Pyro betrayed us. He chose to follow Magneto, and eventually I had to face him. He flicked a flame from his sleeve, then hurled it straight at me. I rushed to counter with ice. Slowly, I began to lose ground. Pyro laughed at me with arrogance.
You're in over your head, Bobby. I need to go back to school.
This time, I chose not to hold back. I turned my whole body into ice. I grabbed Pyro by both hands. His hands froze instantly, and he stared at me in shock.
You never should have left.
Even though my ice form is powerful, I still fell before the Sentinels. In the future timeline, the Sentinels began hunting down mutants mercilessly. To protect the ones being chased, I formed an ice slide out of thin air. I shifted into my ice form. I sped along the slide and charged at the Sentinel. I unleashed my freezing power and encased it in ice. I thought victory was mine, but these Sentinels had evolved to copy abilities. It copied Sunspot's power. My ice shattered in an instant. It grabbed my neck, then snapped it even in my ice form. Fortunately, Shadowcat worked with Bishop to send us back in time. That was how I returned. But later, when I stood at the gates to defend Wolverine's mission to change the past, I fought alone. The Sentinels swarmed me. In the end, their beams tore me apart. You might ask why I could not simply rebuild myself from nearby water molecules. After all, my ice form is supposed to be unkillable. That is true. But back then, I was still too young. The Sentinels did not use ordinary weapons. They could evaporate my water molecules in an instant. That meant my body was reduced to nothing but vapor. And with no water left around me, I had no way to come back. Luckily, Wolverine succeeded in resetting the timeline, and I lived once more.
Holy shit. She is Lady Deathstrike. Strictly speaking, she is not a mutant. Lady Deathstrike's fingers can extend into razor-sharp adamantium claws. This is different from my claws that burst from the back of my hands. Her golden claws are thinner and longer than my 3 blades. That makes her far more suited for swift assassinations and savage tearing. She also possesses a healing factor much like mine. She can repair her wounds within moments. Right now, I have an urgent mission to stop Stryker from controlling and hunting mutants. But her orders are to stop me. Soon we meet face to face. A brutal fight is inevitable. From the beginning, she uses her extreme agility and strength. She drives me back and I cannot keep up at first. In one clash, I managed to pierce her body with my steel claws. At first, she twists in an expression of pain. That was only a trick, because she barely feels pain at all. Then, a wicked smile spreads across her face. She slowly pulls herself free from my claws. With a powerful kick, she sends me flying. Before I can rise, she launches another assault, her claws stabbing at me again and again in a relentless barrage. Then she hurls me across the room. I land hard on an iron rack. From below, she drives her claws into my back. In desperation, I slash a chain beside me. The weight comes crashing down and drags her into the water tank. I start to get up wounded and gasping. But she bursts out again. Her claws stab straight into my body. Through the haze of pain, I see the adamantium injector within reach. I grab it and drive the liquid into her. In that moment, something changes. Her sense of pain returns. She twists in agony. Her awareness slowly flickers back. But there is no saving her. Her body floods with molten adamantium. It pours from her mouth and nose. Her healing factor fails completely. The truth is, she was never truly evil. She believed she was only Stryker's assistant. She never imagined killing or fighting, until Stryker seized her and forced his experiments upon her. She was remade into a super soldier, her will completely dominated by his control. She became nothing more than a mindless weapon. During one lapse in the serum, she looked down at her metallic nails in confusion. Stryker noticed and injected her neck again. Her expression instantly hardened into that cold, merciless mask. My own claws were once bone. They were strong, but still no match for adamantium. Later, under Stryker's persuasion, I entered the Weapon X program. My skeleton was fused with adamantium. My bone claws coated in unbreakable steel. Their sharpness and hardness were raised to a new level. My power grew far beyond what it once was. Yet even with all my strength, at the height of her abilities, might not have been her equal.